Are Universal Orlando considering park reservations?
And we have the first of HNNightmares speculation maps for Halloween Horror Nights 31.
This is episode 500 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey everyone! 500. Wow. Yeah. Well, haven't done 500 by myself. We have Lee.
Hello everyone!
I'd say the brains behind it. Yes, something behind it. We have Chris.
Do I have brains too?
Yeah. We'll allow it for tonight.
Yes.
Yes. And we have Michelle.
Hello! And I most definitely have brains.
Yeah, of course you do. Yes. Yes. 500.
Yeah, 500. Next week's
500.
11 years. It's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy, guys. Good job.
Ugh.
Yeah, good job.
It's been a slog at times, I can tell you that.
511 years. It doesn't feel that long.
Did you say
though.
511 years?
Yeah, I just feel that long.
Remember, she's a time traveler.
I was thinking,
That's true, yeah.
no one knows what they're talking about.
They'll
right
find out next week.
No, I don't think it was on there, was it? Oh,
Oh my God. See, as I said, he's not the
pull the
brains.
curtain back. We've already recorded next week's show before this one. It's been a long night already. Wow.
500 episodes. That means, Tracy, you've hung out with Lee for at least 500 hours.
No, it's longer than that. When you go back to our first 100 episodes were anywhere between an hour and 3 hours long.
Yeah.
A 3 hour long
Yes,
one
and we were
episode?
quite often 2.5 hour episodes. A lot of our earlier ones,
my.
yeah,
A 3 hour
because that's what we did when we decided to go weekly. We effectively split the show in half. So if you think what we're doing now used to be like this week and next week's show, back then would have been one episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
it's easy to get
news
to 3
and
hours.
stuff,
Yeah.
and then we separated them off to go news one week, like topic the next week. That's how we did it. And here we are. 500
should do
million
3 hours weekly.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Malibis, because
Thank
you
you.
guys were the OG. You're the podfather
And
of
the
the
pod mother.
UUOP network.
Yes, and the pod
Yep.
mother. Yeah, it's
And
weird.
the pod mother.
It's like when we started, there wasn't a regular Universal podcast.
Nope.
For the longest time. You know, I'm quite proud to say that we are the longest running Universal Orlando dedicated podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. 500
job.
episodes later, and Universal just came out with their own podcast.
Yes,
I believe we're the first husband and wife team as well.
quite probably.
So,
Yeah.
we haven't done too bad.
No. And people seem to like us. And look, I'm going to put it out there. Our download figures have gone pretty, like we're doing download-wise the best we've ever done. And I've had a lot of new listeners reach out to us lately. So
Nice.
it's nice to know that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
It must be all those Disney converts.
Yeah. If you haven't said hi before, say hi.
Yeah.
Don't be
Thank
shy.
you, Bob Paycheck.
Right. Shall we start with some little things from Seth?
It's a long one.
Oh,
Hi, this is Seth Kabursky, co-author of The Unofficial Guides, and I'm back with another look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort to close out March of 2022. Before we get into the Universal news, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the young man who recently died falling from the Orlando Freefall attraction on International Drive at Icon Park, not far from Universal Orlando. It's a terrible tragedy, and I hope that they find out exactly what happened so that it never happens again to anyone else. I would like to point out that the attraction is from a different manufacturer than the Fearfall Drop Tower, which is found inside Islands of Adventure. The Icon Park ride involved in this fatal incident is obviously closed while it's investigated, but the similarly named but completely unrelated attraction at Universal Orlando remains open. Moving on from that sad news, a happy thing happened recently at Islands of Adventure. Poseidon's Fury at the Lost Continent finally reopened after a very extended refurbishment. The facade has been cleaned up and the attraction is looking great inside and out. However, there were no significant changes to the story or effects themselves. Shows are occurring as often as every 15 minutes, but you are still likely to find a wait of up to an hour in order to experience the attraction, and they may still be having some technical difficulties. I attempted to see the show and found myself being evacuated out into a backstage area about halfway through. On the other side of Islands of Adventure, Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges has reopened from its annual refurbishment, and I'm very happy to announce that all of the net climbs in Camp Jurassic, they have been fully restored and look fantastic. I had a great time climbing through them myself the other day.
I want to see that.
Sadly, something that has not reopened is the pre-show at Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. I had mentioned not too long ago that the pre-show had been disabled, but that at certain times you could ask an attendant and have it turned on for you. Unfortunately, it seems they are no longer doing that, and that the pre-show is out of commission, at least for the time being. Something else unusual I noticed at Islands of Adventure is a new routing of the express and standby queues at the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man in Marvel Superhero Island. I recently experienced a new queue routing, which involved express guests having their passes scanned in what is normally the trophy corridor, and then being sent backwards against the normal flow of traffic through the bullpen and back to the main lobby. Meanwhile, standby guests were mostly being held outside. I'll be keeping an eye on this to make sure that it's just a temporary experiment, perhaps related to a refurbishment of the queue, and not a permanent change. Finally, a few food notes from Islands of Adventure. If you're using the mobile order feature inside Universal Orlando's app to pre-order some food and have an annual pass, carefully check the discount that you are receiving when you scan your annual pass during the checkout procedure. I recently noticed that my 15% discount had been accidentally reduced to a 1.5% discount. Luckily, Universal Orlando's social media team quickly stepped in to help me out, and they do appear to be in the process of fixing the bug. But you will want to double check the math before you hit pay when using the mobile order feature with an annual pass discount. And here's something that was new to me. I recently found out that while the French fries served at Burger Digs, accompanying the vegan portobello herbivore sandwich, are cooked in vegan oil, the onion rings are cooked in the same oil that is used to cook the chicken. So if you're vegan, you might want to steer clear of the onion ring upgrade. All right, now let's hop over to Universal Studios Florida, where they've recently added a quiet room for guests who are on the autism spectrum or otherwise have a need of a quiet space to escape. Check in with the folks at First Aid near the front of the park for more information about that. And also near the front of the park in the Hollywood area, you can now find Walk of Fame tribute stars dedicated to Universal executives Bill Davis and Mark Woodbury. Over in Kid Zone, the repaving project that I mentioned outside of the area is still continuing, and now portions of Fievel's Playground are also being refurbished and behind walls. A minor change I noticed at Escape from Gringotts inside Diagon Alley, the spot where guests' goggles are collected after experiencing the ride, has moved from the unload station down one level to the bottom of the stairs. Be sure not to wear those goggles while walking down the stairs because you might trip and fall. And one big little piece of Universal attraction news. For the first time in many, many years, some new songs have been added to the set list on Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. You can now hear a couple songs from Blink-182, including their hit All the Small Things, while riding the Rip Ride Rocket ride. These new additions were originally announced as only being for 2 days only, but I am still able to find those by going into the secret menu on Rip Ride Rocket. You access that by holding down the logo for several seconds and then entering the number 182 or 183. Try it for yourself the next time you are in the park and riding Rip Ride Rocket. We'll end up outside of the park, where the Universal Legacy store in City Walk has recently added some neat models from the old Confrontation attraction to its collection of displays documenting the history of the resort. They've got some great details, so go check them out. You'll find them right next to the Mold-A-Rama machine that produces wax figures of good old Kong. And construction is continuing on the bus loop upgrades over at the Universal Parking Hub. Construction walls have moved, revealing some nice new landscaping along the curbs. And last but certainly not least, as you've probably heard, dates and ticket sales have been released for Halloween Horror Nights. The event's going to run a record-breaking 43 nights between September 2nd and October 31st. The big little details buried in the announcement is that there will be 10 mazes, all of which will be new, so no repeats unlike last year. And also that there will be 2 live shows, presumably one being the Fountain Show in the Central Lagoon. But let the speculation begin as to where the second show, which usually takes place in the Fear Factor Live Stadium, might possibly move to. Although plans to demolish the Fear Factor Live Stadium seem to be on hold, I've heard rumors that a show this year could be placed inside the Blue Man Group Theater or Animal Actors instead. That about wraps it up for this time, but as the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast celebrates its 500th episode, I just want to say how proud I am to have been a part of it, bringing you the little things for well over 100 episodes now, starting all the way back around number 206, and I can't wait to be around for another 500.
Wow.
Until then, I'm Seth Kuberski, author of The Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando, which you can buy at theunofficialguides.com. And you can find me on Twitter at TheUGSeries or on Instagram at TheUnofficialGuides. And until next time, I'll be out at Universal Orlando keeping an eye on all those little things for you.
They need to change that song to All the Little Things.
Funny. Number is perfect.
Yes, 182 is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder
Kind
why.
of an odd thing to do, like just those 2 songs.
Yeah. Like, they literally haven't updated the track list on that ride since it opened in when? 2009?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
And they decide 13 years later to put 2 new tracks on it is weird.
New tracks.
You know what I
Where
mean?
was the synergy at on that?
Well, apparently he was the lead. Is it Mark?
Mark.
Mark Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
he's called. He was there
I think. Yeah.
when this
Mark.
happened. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was behind it, because I don't even think Universal have actually announced it.
Well, they did kind of, because like he tweeted something that Universal tweeted or something. I forgot what it was, but I did see them both talk about it at some point, which I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
until
I only saw him
it was
do
real.
it. Yeah, I only saw him post about it.
Mm.
Yeah, just a peculiar one.
I'm sure you want to
So-
talk briefly about the first one.
I'll be honest, like everybody else, it's left me reeling, because how would you even, never mind as like the people who were there as a parent, and how would you even begin to get past something like this?
It's certainly.
I don't think that you would, honestly.
I haven't had a chance to look into it while we're being recorded. There has been some stuff come out. I'm not going to discuss it yet because I don't know how valid the information is. But it would appear that investigations are well underway and some potential reasons have been found already.
Because is it Dollywood have just closed their drop tower down because it was made by the same company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that's standard practice.
Yeah, well, look at at Thorpe Park with their Rapids ride, they closed the one at Alton Towers, didn't they? Yeah.
It's sensible.
Yeah, I mean, condolences.
They're still investigating and looking into it just based off of what you can see, especially in the picture that got released of the loading time.
Yeah.
it way too big of a gap there. Even if it was locked, he was a bigger fellow. But even if it was locked in, there was a huge gap where one could slide out from. And, you know, if you've seen the video, it happens when the brake hits in and all that force, which your seat's supposed to hold you in, but that huge gap, you know, you slide out. Whether it was negligence on, you know, the people loading, whether it's their fault or, you know, if they're told, hey, if it clicks once, you're good to go. Maybe that's a fault of the manufacturer, not, you know, putting into account different variables. You know, we don't know yet. I think we got to wait to see what comes back, but, you know, it's unfortunate.
Anyway, I mean, all you got to do is our condolences go towards the family. And look,
anybody affected by it.
Exactly.
I even feel bad for the people writing it there as well. Like that.
Yes.
I put myself there. It's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Like, it's
a ripple effect, isn't it? It's a terrible tragedy. Yeah, and like Lee says, our thoughts and condolences go out to everybody affected by it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know. Yeah.
So do you want your vegan chicken sandwich that comes with onion rings that have been fried in chicken fat?
I'm not vegan, so I'll eat onion rings.
Seems a strange decision.
It does. Why would they not cook it in the same oil as the French fries?
Seems very strange, doesn't it?
I wonder if the onion rings are made in a factory where there's meat, and then they would cross-contaminate the vegan oil with onion rings that were in a factory with meat, kind of thing.
Maybe. But then why serve them with a vegan chicken sandwich?
True. Very true.
Odd.
Hang on. Maybe it was a chicken that was vegan.
Maybe. So the quiet room we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we saw
Have you guys seen it? So we watched Tim Tracker's latest vlog from Universal. It's tiny. It's tiny.
But what do you need?
Yes, it's cool, but it's tiny.
Yeah, but what do you need? You just need to go and chill out.
I was expecting something much bigger.
Yeah, but it's not meant for big groups of people. It's meant to be a quiet area.
I don't know.
You know, the bigger it is, the more people get in, the more anxious that person's going to get. So
that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Someone actually mentioned this to me as well, and Seth just mentioned that. I didn't even know the Hagrid's pre-show had stopped.
It hasn't. I haven't seen it run in a long time.
Weird, because surely...
I was going to say because of like spring break, but that doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't think it's been on consistently since the parks reopened.
No, it hasn't.
Why? It seems weird, like especially now everything seems to be back to normal.
I'm wondering if it's a capacity issue, just, you know, trying to keep the line moving
maybe
as fast as possible.
But then it's like an important aspect of the ride, kind of, where you're taking away that like fun, cool factor of seeing that kind of pre-show thing to go and say, we'll take it away because it's too busy. But it'll be gone forever.
But then you've also got to consider that the pre-shows are there to help the line flow. So people aren't just stood in line bored. So that when you come out of that room, the queue's moved on from where it would have been.
So what, in the very beginning of the ride, when it first opened, it was a pre-show kind of like at Forbidden Journey where or Gringotts, I meant to say, where they let everybody into the room. You kind of stand wherever you want to. And then the door you watch the show and the door opens. And like you said, you move along kind of quickly. But now I still don't understand why they don't have it up and going unless it's just a technical issue that they're having. Because right now they have an actual queue that snakes through there.
Yeah.
With ropes and everything. So there's no reason they can't have the show going while the line is moving, kind of like it does in Forbidden Journey when you're in...
any of them, the Dumbledore bit or the Defense Against the Dark Arts room, it's not like it's a closed-in thing. You just move through it, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I literally have not seen it play since before COVID.
Strange. Has anyone seen I know you're supposed to be hosting this. I'm taking over. The confrontation stuff in the Legacy store. It looks amazing. I was just looking at pictures before we started recording.
Don't think I have.
It's like a big glass thing in the middle of the room with like the models. It looks
cool.
It looks stunning.
I'll show me that later.
Yeah. It's so cool. I love, like, there's so much we got to look forward to going back this year. Like, just like the Legacy store and Born and like all the tribute stores and stuff. I can't wait to get back over there just for daft little things. Like there's a huge new store we haven't even been in yet.
Yeah,
it's crazy how much has changed since we were last over there, and it was only like 2 years ago.
Gosh, 2 years sounds like a long time. I know.
It has been.
It has been a long 2
COVID
years.
2 years, so it's different.
Doesn't count.
COVID years, like dog years.
True that.
Chris.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about a survey?
I'd love to tell you about this survey. So Universal recently sent out an email survey, and the main question they asked pass holders was, would you like to see them implement a park reservation system similar to Disney's? Now, we asked the Producers Club their thoughts, and they came back with a resounding no.
No.
Like a big no. Like a no. In fact, only one person voted yes, but don't worry, we will keep your anonymity.
You know who you are. In fact, that person tried to change it and it wouldn't let them.
So maybe it was a mistake.
No, I don't think it was.
just
But anyway,
click as remorse.
The shame gif. Shame.
Wow.
I'm not even going to give you a hint at
hate
gender.
the Disney park reservation system with a passion.
Yeah, right. So it was actually Craig Lucas, believe it or not, who came with the biggest reason why I don't think this will ever happen.
Okay.
How do you ride the Hogwarts Express?
Usually sat my bum.
But if you have a park reservation, ideally, if they're looking at it the way Disney would do it, that you would book a park reservation to be in a park for the whole day, then that negates you getting on the Hogwarts Express and kind of like spoilers for next week's show, like Chris said, the whole amazing thing about the Hogwarts Express was kind of strong-arming people into buying a 2-park ticket.
In which case they would, so like at Disney, you can park hop at 2 p.m. and after. So they wouldn't be able to open the ride until a certain time of the day.
Well, you can park hopping is allowed. After 2 p.m.?
Yeah, that's
if
weird.
You have a park hopper ticket.
Oh, so you're not allowed to park hop before 2?
Correct.
Oh, so you'd book Universal Studios Florida, and then they'd open the Hogwarts Express at 2:00, and then everyone's on it.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Do you think it's potentially something that they're looking at for once Epic Universe opens?
I hope not.
I hope not too. I mean, Michelle, you deal with obviously a lot of people that you book and travel to Disney. How many of them tell you, "Hey, we love this system"?
None.
Nobody. And a lot of people didn't like they don't want to go again until it's gone.
It's not going, is it? Though, from what I've heard.
Well, and that's the whole confusing part for all of us who work with Disney on a regular basis is we understood the reasoning for it during COVID.
Yes.
Right? Disney does quite often. I mean, they do have really large crowds, and they did need to figure out a way to spread them across the parks evenly. So it made sense. It does not make sense anymore. One, because parks aren't hitting, parks are open to full capacity now, right? Like full pre-COVID capacity.
Yeah.
And the only days that they ever hit full pre-COVID capacity are major holidays, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, maybe Thanksgiving. That's it. So there's no reason for it anymore, other than the fact that they're using it for their own benefit as far as payroll goes and employee distribution and they're using it for their own benefit now,
and
not
I think
for
that's
the benefit
exactly
of the
where it's
crowd.
at. Yeah. I think they're doing the same thing all these companies did, was find out how we can run at the least amount of employees, the least amount of what we need to do monetarily while still producing X amount of output. And I mean, we've seen this trend happen, especially more recently with Disney, where it's pay more and get less. I think that's where it's from. It has nothing to do with helping a guest out personally.
No, because it started with COVID, of course, but I think now they've seen the benefit of it.
Yes.
On the back end. But SeaWorld had a park reservation system. They did away with theirs. But Disney, there's no rumor of it going away anytime soon. But at some point, I think they're going to see a lot of backlash from guests.
Yeah.
I just don't see any Universal Orlando pass holder getting this email and going, yes, I would love to have a park reservation system in. Put my name down.
Apart from that one person.
Right?
But I just don't see. If you take the Producers Club as a cross-section of those annual pass holders, but I just don't see why anyone would say yes. And I mean, Universal throw these surveys out all the time just to test the water. And I think a lot of the time they do it with stuff that they know they're going to get massive pushback on, just so they can go, see, there's massive pushback on it.
Do you consider like Tapu Tapu a reservation system?
No, that's more like a virtual queue, isn't it?
Okay.
So we had...
So you're talking about reserving everything.
Like to be in a park, like your park reservation, I will be... If I want to go to Islands of Adventure, I have to book my reservation for that day, rather than just rock up and go, which park shall we go in today?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So doesn't work well for international visitors.
No, so 92 people voted. So 91 voted no and 1 voted yes.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
No, I just don't see how anybody would say, yeah, cool. I'd love to not be spontaneous.
Right, and they would have to change their whole early park entry way of doing things too.
Yeah,
because anybody staying on property would pick the park that has early park entry. So they would have to either do away with that, or they would have to make it for both parks, in which case they would have to up their employees for both parks.
It's just not going to happen, is it?
It doesn't make sense.
How does it work right now for pass holders for Disney? You do like 3 at a time?
They don't have pass holders, do they?
Oh, you mean how many reservations can they have at a time?
Yeah.
I didn't think they were selling passes anymore.
I think it's 3, but I don't know because I'm not a pass holder there.
I didn't think Disney sold
Very good answer.
Annual passes anymore.
They don't sell them. Well, Disneyland does, but not Disney World.
So how? The question is, as far as an annual pass holder at Walt Disney World, there is no such thing.
No, there is. People that had them before were able to renew them.
Okay.
So those, because I'm a little out of the loop on that. Those passes, those tiers of passes that they sold or they touted maybe a year ago, those are all gone.
It says they're just currently unavailable. You can renew, but you can't purchase a new one. I think they ran out. So they were only selling a certain number.
I just don't see how it works at Universal in any way, shape, or form. And it's just going to people off royally. Like you say, when Disney brought it in, it made sense. And then they've seen how it worked and gone, I might as well just leave it. But then to bring it in to the parks when they're working normally just doesn't make sense. Like, it was easier to ease it in with Disney. Whereas now you're talking about implementing it potentially into theme parks where everything's normal. And suddenly we're going to ask you to make a reservation for which park you want to start on that day. It's just going to pee a lot of people off.
Also, as a parent, okay, my kids are older. But that's my worry is you go on holiday and you have to be flexible when you've got kids. Because if they get sick, or if you get sick, you need to rearrange things. And that makes things really difficult.
How many times have we said it on here that one of the things we love about Universal over probably any other theme park is just how spontaneous you can be there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Disney, their park reservation system is stupid right now. It's ridiculous. So, like, for instance, the park that sells out the most is Hollywood Studios. 1, because it's a small park, and 2, because of Galaxy's Edge.
Yep.
So now, if you want to do like a last minute trip, especially for annual pass holders or locals, I should say, who want to do a last minute trip into Disney to go to Hollywood Studios, but they don't want to go until the evening. Well, you still have to have a park reservation pass. So what people are doing now, they have to get a park reservation pass for like another park, for Epcot, for instance. Kenneth, my co-host Kenneth, he'll have his park reservation for Epcot. He'll go into the International Gateway entrance, literally scan into the park and walk right back out and park hop over to Hollywood Studios.
What a pain in the ass.
Isn't that stupid?
It's ridiculous.
Hollywood Studios is not at capacity. There's no reason why people shouldn't be able to just go. But it makes no sense anymore.
Like,
it's very obvious Disney's using it as a back end tactic.
If you can park hop after 2 p.m., then surely anyone can go to any park after 2 p.m. Nope. It's ridiculous.
You still have to have had a park reservation.
That doesn't make sense. That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
That is mental.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It really is.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, right. Let's get on with some Producers Club birthdays, shall we?
Do you have to make a reservation for them?
Birthdays.
Yeah, you do actually have to join the Producers Club, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, we have one. Technically, not a producer.
Technically, one that should have been on 2 weeks ago's show.
Well, no, because, it is today, recording.
But I usually go from the day the show comes out, so technically it should have been on. And he called me out on it 2 weeks ago.
Good.
He did. He really did.
Good. Well, it is our very own lovely Chris Savalla's birthday today. So happy birthday, Chris.
Happy 50th, buddy.
Wow.
I don't even know how old he is, to be fair.
Neither do I.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Look at that.
Wow.
Full song.
And he's celebrating his birthday recording this bullshit with us.
I hope that you've had cake.
Yes, did you have cake?
Not yet. I'm actually waiting to have cake a little later today, and I will definitely save you guys a slice.
Awesome. It'll
Might
be moldy
blue
as hell.
by the time we get there, but
Correct.
yeah.
I hope it's tres leches.
Ooh, maybe.
Should be at Strongwater.
Yeah. Okay, we have a birthday that has passed. Is there a reason for that?
Because he only just joined.
Okay, so it's a new member whose birthday was just recently. So on February the 22nd, it was Barry Foster's birthday. So happy birthday for them, Barry.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And then it's on to the usual list. Well, not usual, but this time's list. So on March 31st, we have the lovely Jonathan Jackson's birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And then on April the 1st, I will make no fool jokes. It is the lovely Bill Shawler's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And then we have Josh Proksch.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Josh Proksch's birthday. The birthday of Josh Proksch.
That is it. It sounds...
I know, on April the 7th. Happy
Sorry, Josh.
It's Josh's birthday. Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Josh is another one that writes for our blog.
He ended up getting a long birthday out of it. It's fine.
It does sound... I wanted to ask you how many people think they sound like you when... Sorry, I'm not.
We have birthday twins on April the 8th. We have the lovely Brendan Cousins' birthday. Happy birthday, Brendan.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And it is also the equally delightful Kayla Roebuck's birthday. Happy birthday, Kayla.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kayla.
Happy birthday.
And then April the 9th sees Jessica Roussell's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jessica.
And finally, we have the lovely Kevin Barry's birthday on the 11th of April. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Kevin.
I wonder who was getting it.
So have great birthdays, guys. Eat lots of cake. Drink lots of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
have
will.
fun. You will. Good.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure Chris's work day tomorrow will not be a pleasant one.
And for one type of cake, to technically another type, we have a Rate My Crepe from Kelly.
Hey there, UUOP. This is Kelly on location in Central Park with a Rate My Crepe. I just finished the vegan plant-based chicken crepe, and it was really good. I am not vegan, but I have dairy allergies, and so plant-based options are a great, safe way to find food in the parks. And this one was a really good one. I thought the flavors were really balanced. There was the sweet corn and then the savory plant-based chicken, which was seasoned and cooked really well, which can be tough to do. And then, there was some good texture because there were the crunchy onions, and the lemon aioli really kind of brought it all together. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And the only reason it isn't a 5 out of 5 is that there was celery in the vegetable slaw chopped up, and it was cooked well, but I don't like celery. And so it was fine until I got a big bite of that. And then I was a little bit put off. But again, it's cooked well, and there's so many other textures and flavors in the crepe itself that it didn't bother me too much. Yeah, it was filling without being really heavy, so I feel like I could go do a couple of actions right afterwards without feeling sick. Yeah, I'm honestly blown away at how good that was, and I can't wait to get it again on my next trip. Signing out. Bye.
Kelly, you did your civic duty there, because if Tracy was ever potentially looking at getting the plant-based chicken, which is a complete misnomer, there's no way on earth she's getting it now.
Oh, celery. It's the devil's weed. Bah!
Or does he smoke it?
Devil's vegetable. Oh, it's nasty stuff. It's like a shoehorn.
I'm not a fan of it. It is
horrible.
like a shoehorn, you're right. Chris, have you had the plant-based chicken?
I have not. I'm not a huge plant-based guy. I get all my veggies from the animals that eat it. And yeah.
It's weird, isn't it, that the plant-based chicken, it's not chicken then, is it? Like, I don't understand why they have to name stuff after the meat that it's supposed to be, because as far as I'm aware, most vegetarians don't want to think about meat because that's why they're not eating it.
I think it's because it gives an idea of what the flavour profile is supposed to be.
Or texture.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, no.
Right. If you want to get involved, we've still got a few, but we want more. All you've got to do is go to the parks, try as many as you want of those crepes from Central Park Crepes. When you've tasted them, or while you're tasting them, whip your phone out and record us a little message just like Kelly did, and rate each one out of 5. 1 being bleh, and 5 being oh hell yeah, and send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com.
You do that far too well. You've got an OnlyFans or something.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't telling you. So, anyway.
Come on, get on to the main content.
I'm trying to. I would have been halfway through. Okay.
I'm excited.
And we've got to talk about that then.
Come on.
We are less than 6 months out from Halloween Horror Nights 31. And Universal last week released the dates for this year's event. Woo!
Now, to reiterate what Seth told us, this year's event will take place over 43 nights from September 2nd through October 31st. Universal have also confirmed that there will be 10 terrifying haunted houses, 5 sinister scare zones, and 2 outrageous live shows. One-night tickets, RIP tours, packages, and Unmasking the Horror tours are also on sale now.
As Michelle has been abducted by a ghost, I will reiterate that Rush of Fear released their latest episode, I think it was 2 days ago, where they talk about that info there in much more depth. So go and find them. They're on their own new feed now. You will not find them in our feed. So go and find Rush of Fear on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever. They're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Just like us.
Yes.
Yeah. Wherever you find us, you'll find them.
And I learned on that this is the most nights that Halloween Horror Nights have done by one night, because they did 42 last year.
Oh, okay. It's interesting.
I'll take it.
Yes. Now,
yeah. Sorry, just to interrupt as well. I will hold Universal to that. The 3 of us here will use that word there and go, are you sure now? Because that says 10 terrifying haunted houses.
Oh, that's a big
Do
claim.
you think the 3 of us will be terrified going through any of these haunted houses?
What does that word mean again? Because I have not felt that.
Do you think my heart rate will be elevated at all?
I hope so. I would like to think so.
That sounds like I don't enjoy it. I do. I really, 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 really enjoy
but
it.
Just don't get scared.
Don't get bloody scared.
I know, and I wish I did.
Yeah. I'm even getting to the point where it's disappointing for me because I love seeing people get scared.
Yeah.
And Alexa's gotten so much more courage now where I'm like, I need you to scream more.
Well, it's like Michelle as well. Apparently Michelle's like lost her fear of them now as well. So
yeah, I got to find somebody who just won't even go to the event. And
Raymond will be with us this year.
You realise that our mugshots are now being circulated. And we will be targeted.
That would be amazing. Look, I would love that. If you could get a scare out.
Clowns with chainsaws coming after me.
The opposite of that bracelet that's like not to get scared.
Yeah,
You need the one that's
scare
like,
me.
please scare me
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah, extra scares. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it really is.
Huh?
Actually, it really is.
A lot of people would pay money for that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Even just $1 a pop, it's nothing. But
And then it knows as a scare actor that you can go extra hard on those people.
it's just a glow bracelet. Yeah.
I signed the waiver. Abduct me, punch me, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
do like literally. If you want to manhandle me, crack on. Yeah, you could do that. That's the way to do it in a house. If Universal ever wanted to go down the route of doing like hands-on houses,
Traffic light system, red, amber, green. Glow stick bracelets.
yeah. So if you've got a green one on,
That's your safe colour.
no,
I
I would
would
say
Green means go.
is good. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a
It's a
green
calm
one on,
colour.
means you can touch me, you can push me around, whatever. If you got a red one, don't come anywhere near me. An amber one's like
Just normal.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. You can have that one, Universal.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Just want me royalties for it.
Or free
Hour.
our free bracelet.
Or just a free night ticket.
Free bracelet. Or a spork. Or a chork.
Hey, I've got a chalk.
Yes, you have.
I
Still
have.
don't have mine yet.
Kurt Gumbar sent a one.
He did. I love him. I did laugh at
Where
the
did you
little
find
letter.
out they were from? Olive Garden.
Is it Olive Garden, somewhere like that?
They're like a thing from a specific chain restaurant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I doubt that would be Olive Garden, but
I can't
Can't
remember
remember
where
what it was. It came up in my feed. It was really weird. Yeah, so also our friends over at Horror Night Nightmares have released their first spec map for this year. We all know what they're like. So I'm going to pass it over to Chris to take us through this map.
Let's go. I am so excited to talk about this map.
yeah, this is actually a really good map. Yes. So coming into the park, we first start off with Mummy versus Wolfman. So
I'm in.
talking about monsters again. Yeah. Going back to the Universal monsters, keep it in there.
Now you know me. I'm
as-
not the biggest fan of the monsters, but if you were going to put two together that would get me excited, I think these are the two.
I love the wolf,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely. Now, moving past that down Production Central, next we have Seaside Village, which is going to be an original house.
Okay. Doesn't really
Again.
scream. So I have something to say about this that's relevant now, but it could also be relevant later. So I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to
Okay.
leave it. A theory that somebody told me.
It reminds me a little bit of just the name, right? Of the scare zone that we had.
Oh, Fisherman's
What was
Wharf.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of gives me those vibes.
That
which
would
was
be
kind of a cool
interesting.
scare zone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
That was what, 28? It was 27 or 28.
Feels like 5 years ago. So that sounds about
Might
right.
even be. Was it before? I don't
Maybe.
know. Was it before or after Invasion? It might be 27.
Yeah, that would be out of my realm of memory. Now, keep on. If you go down that street a little further, in the corner, we have Fear Street.
Now, people have been clamoring for Fear Street since it came out.
Yeah.
I'm not really bothered.
Go with an open mind.
It's not an IP that makes me go, hell yes, because I didn't actually think that much of the... Was it a series? I don't know what you class it. Was it a 3-part series? Have you watched it, Chris?
I have not. I'm actually looking this up right now.
Vaguely remember it.
It was all right. I'll be honest, there's a couple of characters I didn't like, so I kind of switched off a little bit. It was all right.
So it's like a mini series.
Yeah.
I have
Sadie
no record.
Sinks in it out of Stranger Things, because it's like each
That rings a
one,
bell.
there's like this whole like curse thing that goes on, and like the first one's set in like 1986,
yeah.
and then the next one's set in something like 1966, and then the early one's like 1926.
Yeah.
And then it all ties together at the end. It was, I
Is that over the summer camp or something?
yes,
Yeah.
iconography wise, it was all right. I think it could make a decent house, but if you're a fan, like I'm not a fan of the IP.
Could be interesting though.
I gotta sit down and watch this one. The movie poster looks like a Horror Nights movie poster.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to watch it. If it ends up being there, we'll watch it again for sure, because Jade hasn't
For
seen
sure.
it either. Yeah.
Now,
Chris.
right next to this one.
Oh, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Chris.
yeah.
So excited for this.
Oh, my God.
This has the potential to be really, really good. And even if it sucks, it's still really good because of
Yes.
what the IP is. The Last of Us.
Oh, my God. When I saw
Now,
this
if you've
map.
if you've never played the game, for those of you listening, it is a PlayStation game. If you have a PlayStation, go buy the game.
Both
If you
of
don't
them.
have a PlayStation, go buy a PlayStation,
Yes.
then go buy the game.
Yes.
Because this game is worth it alone
Oh, it
just
really
to buy
is.
a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Put it this way, Jeff Royds isn't this type of game fan, and Chris and I badgered him into playing both of them, And he is like, damn you, Chris and Lee are addicted to it now. I think this is more going to be based on the TV show, which comes out.
When do we know that? When does that come out?
Right. This is where I'm going to temper expectations a little bit, because I've had conversations with people who know a bit more about what goes on with Horror Nights than I do. And so that TV show was supposed to be coming out this year and has been pushed back to next year.
Oh, interesting.
Which means that the house may get pushed back to next year if they want to keep that synergy. But I have heard that as of a couple of weeks ago, it was under construction. Take that for what you will. It would make sense. It wouldn't be the first time that Universal have pushed an IP house back because the IP itself has been pushed back. I will cry.
And I mean, it would make sense to do it based off of the TV show.
Yes.
More than the video game, just because you got that, freshness of a new TV show coming out.
Yeah.
And it would probably hit a larger demographic than just the video game.
But I've said to Tracy, if it doesn't end up being there this year and it ends up being there next year, I will cry.
Yeah, just come back next year.
Yep. Simple.
Yeah.
Because it has the potential to be amazing.
See, I didn't play this, but I liked watching Lee play
Oh my
it.
God, they are.
Yeah. Even if they did it just on the video game, it has so much content that they can use in there.
Chris, you and I have talked about it. I have never been affected emotionally by a game as much as I have the second one. It stuck with me for about a week afterwards. It's one of those games that I wish we could erase parts of our memories and go and play them again.
I mean, I'm an Xbox guy, right? Or I thought I was. And Alexa's the one that plays PlayStation, and she played this game, said it was awesome. And then I forgot how. Maybe I was just watching some cinematics. And PlayStation has a lot of very cinematic kind of video games.
Yeah.
And I finally jumped into playing this one. We may have talked on the podcast, like off air. And I think I just jumped into it, and literally an hour in, completely hooked. And the best way I can describe this video game is you're playing a movie.
It is. Yeah, completely.
You're just playing a movie. And even if you're not into video games, you don't have to be, because it's like playing a movie.
Yeah.
You can even put the challenge down and just enjoy this beautiful storytelling that's done there.
Yeah. I wish.
So because of that content, I think that has the potential to really put a cool, that's what these houses do, right? They tell you a story.
Yeah.
And you can do that same thing with this, and also have a lot of pop scares and scare elements in this house.
I wish Tracy was a proper gamer, because I would love to play both of these, because they are just story-wise amazing. Just amazing.
Well, hopefully the TV series is as good, and you can watch that, Tracy.
Yeah, for definite. Yeah. And actually, from that respect, it's kind of good that you haven't played the games, because you'll go in with no preconceived expectations from it, whereas me and Chris will go in with what we expect it to be. But if this ends up being there this year, if it's not House of the Year for me, I will be surprised.
Okay.
I sent this map to our son, and Raymond's like as big a fan of The Last of Us as well, and he was just like, "Oh my God!"
Okay, now moving right along down. What is this? New York. Next house we have is The Weeknd. Now I'm sure you guys don't listen to a lot of Weeknd.
So I have.
I don't mind a couple of songs, but
and I have tried and tried, and it's just not my taste at all.
Well, there's a positive to that. That means that this is something that is going to take less of our time, because we will just pass through. We're not going to loiter like we did last time.
No, it's not a scare zone. It's a house.
Oh, it's a house?
Yes.
Oh, we'll do it once, because you have to.
But we won't. We'll do it multiple times, because we always do. Yeah, we always do. The Walking Dead was but we didn't. We did that every time we went. It just... Apparently, a lot of his videos and stuff are very horror based, so I'm hoping they're basing it more off his sort of
I've already seen live
visual.
performances.
Yes.
I haven't seen the videos.
I don't think... I like The Weeknd. I don't think it's going to be based off of his music the same way like Rob Zombie, right?
Yeah.
Like that music kind of felt right there. His music videos, his kind of, not horror, but kind of suspense and stuff like that. I think some of that would work in there. Okay. Is it my top choice? No. But I said this before in the Producers Club, if you were happy and excited about Billie Eilish having a house, you should have the same excitement for this, because Billie Eilish doesn't have scary music, right? mainly just
not for the
whispers all
most
her
part,
songs.
yeah.
But that's something else altogether. But yeah, she also, her vibe or her kind of element was that kind of creepy, scary person
dark
that,
and-
dark, very dark. And there are elements to The Weeknd that has that. Not everything, but some of his elements are like
Do
that.
you know what though? Going over Mad, it could turn out to be one of the best
absolutely.
houses you've ever done.
And I think I would say at this point, this is the first house we've had unofficially confirmed. Because he's tweeted out references to it himself. So it's a strange one, but okay.
All right, moving right along. We're gonna take a long walk down San Fran. We're gonna pass by Diagon, and we're gonna hit up the Curse of Pandora's Box.
Intriguing.
Now, this has been at Hollywood before, hasn't it? I'm sure this has been at Universal Studios Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights at least once.
2019.
Is that when it was?
And returned 2 years later during 2021.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's rare that we get a Hollywood house over in Orlando like that they've had before. And I've heard good things about it.
I love the Legend of Pandora's Box.
I knew you would. For those of us that don't actually know that much, Tracy.
Basically, there's a locked box that contains lots of evils.
Right.
And in a nutshell, it gets...
It says here there's disease.
Yeah. That was
disease,
pestilence,
war,
and all of
vice,
that.
toil.
Yeah, and it's just everything that's awful and evil in the world is locked away, and that's why you don't want to
It's a
open
perfect house.
I mean,
Pandora's
it sounds
box
decent,
because
doesn't
it's
it?
just a box of evil.
The opportunity for each area to be very different. I'll have to go and watch some of the videos. We'll have to go and watch some of the videos from like walkthroughs of the Hollywood house. But I expect Orlando's to be better because there's a lot of people.
You mean no lights on?
Well, just black corridors, which is what a lot of people complain about the Hollywood houses, don't they?
Yeah. I also think they're too bright, but...
Have you been to Hollywood, Chris?
No. I've just seen the videos.
Watched walkthroughs, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, let's walk down over to the Men in Black tents. So, first one, we have El Chupacabra.
Tracy's very excited for this one.
I love...
I don't know enough about it, but Tracy's what she's told me and the brief images I've sort of Googled. Okay. It's going to scare the crap out of Jade because she doesn't like anything animal-based.
I watch all those really trashy fact or fiction and paranormal files and stuff like that, and Chupacabra comes up so many times, and I'm just like, yes, I'm in.
I think it started in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's definitely South
like
America.
Eating all the chickens and all the
and cows and all sorts.
I don't know an awful lot. I know the name, obviously. Everyone I heard El Chupacabra, but I don't know what it is. I think it's. I'm going to reference something that no one's going to have a clue what I'm talking about now. It was a strain of weed that someone was smoking in the zombie audio drama that I listened to called We're Alive. They called it El Chupacabra.
Maybe that's what this is.
Well,
they just pump
like
weed smoke out into the house.
Yeah.
But just like being at home.
Yeah.
Stinks
Don't
around
say
here.
that.
Not
People
home.
think- yeah.
There's a pocket in the village where I can't walk past it. It's like, I need to eat now. It's got the munchies. Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, it's got potential.
Yeah.
it does.
It has the
Definitely.
scary aspect there, and
Yes.
and let Universal Creative do their storytelling and make a story up and try to, or just use the stuff that you see on all those sci-fi channel Chupacabra stories and go with that.
Reskin the American werewolf.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
if they can get
Well, I
some
think
werewolf
The
level
Chupacabra's smaller,
puppets.
so you have to get like a small actor to play the Chupacabra.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, right
Wow.
next to that, we have Underground Creatures. This is also another original house.
Intriguing.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was on the first episode of this season of Rush of Fear, someone actually reached out to me and went, this sounds like one you mentioned on there. So one of my wish lists for this was The Descent.
Mm-hmm.
And someone said, oh, that kind of sounds like what this could be. I mean, I would love a Descent house, but
I said mole people, didn't I?
yeah, it could be very interesting. Underground Creatures opens up a lot of potential.
This could potentially be quite a claustrophobic house.
Yes, which is for someone who is claustrophobic. In a house, I'd be quite happy because it would make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what you need.
But
Yeah, if they can't scare you, use one of your other fears.
yes, so someone reached out to me yesterday and told me of a fan theory that's currently going around. That seaside village and underground creatures are like on top. Seaside village is on top of underground creatures, and that it is not unknown for Horror Nights Nightmares to use spec maps against its readers. And I must admit, when I saw Seaside Village, I was like, "Ooh, Midnight Mass." Oh no, it says original. So the fan theory going around at the moment is that they are both red herrings and that Seaside Village and Underground Creatures will be mashed together and will be a Midnight Mass house.
Well,
And personally, I would be over the moon
Well, what
if
do you
we
think
got
about
a Midnight Mass house.
Midnight Mass, Underground Creatures fits as well
Exactly.
because I don't want to
That's why
spoil it
it
in
could-
case people haven't
yeah.
seen it.
But you should, because it's amazing.
And then obviously the Seaside Village. Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah. I immediately
that's an interesting
thought
theory.
Midnight Mass was Seaside Village, but then it said original underneath, and I was like, oh, okay. Look, if it doesn't end up being that, and those are two original houses,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love me originals, so
yes.
it's bring it on. Now, going away from originals, walk down the street and we head over to the scariest part of the park, which is Kid Zone. We have The Evil Dead.
Right. Now we've had...
Which
Go on, Chris.
we've had.
Yes.
No, we've had before.
The
Ish.
remake, I think if they're doing The Evil Dead again, this has got to be based on the original.
Which I will be all over if it is.
Yes. Especially
I
if they
think so,
manage to mash Evil Dead 2 in with it as well.
You've got to have a little woodland area where you just have the noise, where you are the camera and you go through and it's like, yeah, you just got to have that being pumped through trees.
Such huge Evil Dead fans.
Yes. Oh, so much they
all
could
over
do.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
I
It'd
love
just
Evil
be
Dead.
phenomenal. Yeah. Did you do the remake house then, Chris?
Yeah.
And how was it?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun house.
Because the movie wasn't really The Evil Dead. It was very much one of those, we're going to make a horror movie that's based in a cabin and we're just going to call it Evil Dead, even though it's not
Correct.
really the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we thoroughly enjoyed that house. What was that? That was probably around 2018, around there, right?
I think it was earlier than that, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
But I do remember us going through it. And like I said, it wasn't a very, not that the houses are scary, but it was more of a fun house.
27.
27? There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, no, hang on.
Yeah, it was like
No, that was Ash versus Evil Dead. 23.
you're talking
20
about Ash versus
Wow.
Evil Dead.
No,
or you're not
no.
talking about that.
No,
Oh, okay.
the Evil Dead house, not the Ash versus Evil Dead house. There was an Evil Dead house based on the remake that was at
Okay.
23.
So the answer would have been yes. I have gone to that house.
You just don't remember it.
I just do not remember it. After so many years,
Yeah,
start to mash together.
It was 9 years ago.
I barely remember what happened 9 minutes ago. So
But yeah, even if they did like the trilogy, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness all kind of rolled into one house, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Because you kind of get that comedic element as
Yeah.
well.
hmm And I get to rewatch the movies for Halloween.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, that's always a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the last house we have here, right next to Evil Dead, is Halloween, which
I'm assuming it's based on the new one.
didn't do very well.
No, I haven't seen it. We watched
I have no interest.
the first one of the reboots, or not reboots, whatever they are, where Sarah Connor traps him in the house and burns him at the end. Oh no, sorry, Jamie Lee Curtis. Which one was that? I don't even know what they're all called now. There's
That was the one before this one, right? Because they're doing like a trilogy.
Yes.
So that was like the first one of the trilogy?
Yes.
The recent trilogy?
Yeah. It was cack. It was like Terminator meets Halloween.
Halloween. And then this one was Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
That just came out.
And then isn't the last one like Halloween Ends or something?
Yes. Jamie Lee Curtis returns and Halloween ends. There you go.
I mean, talk about the name of the movie, like on the nose. Halloween ends.
I mean, you've made so many.
Yeah.
You run out of words.
I mean, for me and Tracy, having not got the Halloween fatigue that you guys will have had, having so many Halloween houses recently, I would be excited to go through it because we haven't had a Michael Myers house. We haven't been through a Michael Myers house. So for us, it's new.
Okay. Yeah, I've literally done 1,000
exactly
Michael Myers houses. So I'm okay either way. I'm not bothered by it because there's a lot of other good stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been rehashed. And that's to be expected, right? I mean, there's only so many IPs, and then you got to have some of the bigger staple IPs to bring people in as well. And I think Halloween hits a lot with your, I want to say not older demographic, but people who were more into that from coming from like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So I think it has its place.
No.
But yeah. That is all the houses.
No what?
I can't think what the word is. No hints on scare zones yet.
Nothing. So if that
Everything
ended up
is unknown.
if that ended up being the map,
zone.
how would you guys feel? If it ended up being exactly that,
I'd be happy. I'd be relatively happy.
Yeah.
I
would be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be happy because The Last of Us would still be on there.
Yeah.
It has some really cool original stuff.
Yeah.
And as much as people are complaining about The Weeknd, I think The Weeknd could be a hit or miss.
Yep.
And then Pandora's Box sounds awesome because you have all types of evil and you can go any direction with that.
Yes, you can.
Now again, to throw another spanner in the works, there's a lot of speculation going around of the image that Universal released to announce the dates last week. And that is a blood-scratched image saying, "Don't go alone," and a red bloodied handprint on a wallpapered wall.
Oh, yes.
And I've showed you it, Tracy. I'm assuming you've seen it at this point, Chris. But a lot of people have been saying that that wallpaper on that background is very, very similar to that in The Haunting of Bly Manor. And having had a look at it, it's not exactly the same, but it's not a million miles away. Which makes me think this version of the spec map potentially is probably nowhere near what it's going to be. Because if you potentially take Seaside Village and Underground Creatures out and make that into Midnight Mass, you've then got to find somewhere to put The Haunting of Bly Manor in there as well, which would be interesting because that would be 3 Netflix shows in there.
Hang on, though, because Seaside Village and Underground Creatures are on opposite sides of the park. So if you're doing one...
No, it's got nothing to do with where they are. They're just on there as red herrings.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, so if those two were combined to be Midnight Mass, that would mean there would be a soundstage or a tent available.
Yeah. But then what I don't... The problem is you're then losing 2 originals and putting in 2 IPs, which then puts you as 80-20 as far as IPs to originals. And I know yes, there's some stuff there I'd be excited to see, but I'd also be disappointed that I'm losing that ratio of IP to original.
Or going back to what you said about The Last of Us and it being based off the TV show, that gets pushed back.
Possibly.
And there you have a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know how good Horror Nights Nightmares are of doing these spec maps. I looked at last year's first one and compared it to what was there, and it was 90% spot on.
Yeah.
And then there was a big chat in the producers club about it, and it's like, I don't think you can use last year's as a good indication of how close that first spec map is to what it is, because we kind of knew a few already. So you go back to 2019, and I was actually going through it the other day with Jade. Barring actual names, like they just put unknown original, it was about 70% spot on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're usually pretty bang on. I just hope the ones I want aren't the ones that go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have something that I have no idea what, like, obviously final posters and images and stuff like that. But the 31, the 3 needs to be flipped. So then in the mirror, it's a 13.
Oh yeah, you said
And
that, didn't you?
they need to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my favourite number.
But look, if that was the house list for this year,
Mhm.
I'd be incredibly excited.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm more than
Without
happy.
a doubt. There's nothing on there apart from maybe the weekend
Even then, I'm just like,
that I
Never
wouldn't
mind.
be excited to go through.
no, there's nothing that's made me go, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear Street
Not
maybe,
doing
but I
that.
need to watch it again.
No, that's got potential. If you think about the sets on there,
Yeah.
you could have some really creepy sets.
Yeah. There's some
Yeah.
decent sort of characters in there as well.
Yeah.
For, yeah.
Even
So-
the Chupacabra one kind of has me interested.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you can
excited.
do like you mentioned sets, and I think of like everything when that was happening, right? Like it was all about finding like these dead like cows and
Yeah.
chickens, and then it was eating things. So I think you could do some really cool set pieces.
Yeah.
You know, it eating something like a live actor eating another live actor or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah,
Exciting.
Yeah, I just want The Last of Us.
I'm with you, buddy. Even if they just give us a scare zone, don't
I just-
take it out all the way. I'd love a house, but
I just
Yeah.
need it. Yeah.
See, I want to see a scare zone that is Squid Game doll,
Yeah, I know.
but the crowd has to do it.
I think it wouldn't work, but yeah, it'd be cool.
I could see them doing that in New York.
Yeah, I think they could do
possibly.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
like
think that'd be
this-
fun.
They were doing crowd participation
Yeah.
for the controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously,
Where they
not
were-
real bullets. Because,
Yeah.
you know, you need these people to
Because you
spend
could
the
have
money.
it on that stage and get... Yeah, you
Why
could.
not?
Why not?
Yeah, you know.
It is Florida.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, well, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah, because I'm sure they were saying on Russia Fear that I was listening to today that this time last year we'd had 2 announcements by this point.
Wow.
2 house announcements already.
crazy,
I
it's
know
not even Easter
Beetlejuice.
yet,
I
and
know Beetlejuice had been
Don't, I'm
announced by
still
now.
sore over that one.
Apparently the merch is still in the park. So.
It better be. I'm regretting not buying that bag the other day.
But we should
It
be
may
getting
still be in the Hallows Eve store for you when you get there.
Yeah.
We should still be getting. We should be getting a first official announcement soon.
He is home. Probably tomorrow.
Probably. No, it'll be a
So you
Thursday.
should-
They
Oh, yeah.
always do them on Thursdays, so it'll be Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Cool. I am excited for
Yes.
this year, and this map gets me even more excited.
yeah. Looks good.
Hell yeah.
So, Russia Fear have just released a new episode. They'll be releasing their Spec map episode on the 13th of April. Oh, 13th. Good number.
That's every.
So they do it on the 13th.
So every not spontaneous episode will be out on the 13th of April.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
perfection.
That's good.
Oh,
I
sorry, not the
applaud that.
13th of April, the 13th of
The
the
13th
month.
of the month, yeah.
Every 13th of April will be an episode. Awesome.
An annual episode.
No, I mean the release of their
Yes.
episodes on the 13th of the month.
So make sure to subscribe to them on their own feed.
Yes, as I
Yeah.
said, you will not get them on here. If you
No.
want to listen to them, you need to go and find them on. They should be on your podcast app of choice.
Yeah. Wherever you look for us, like I said before, wherever you
Yes.
look for us, look for them. They will be there. Right. Well, I guess that is going to do it for the 500th episode. 500.
Yeah, Seth, I don't know whether I can hold you to the fact that I'm going to do another 500
We're a bit tired.
because that's another 11 years. It won't be 11 years actually. It'll be slightly
It'll be
shorter.
dead long before then. Yeah.
Global
But,
warming will have taken over.
I suppose I need to gush slightly, don't I? Thank you to everyone that's been part of the show over this 500
So
episodes.
many
And
people.
we've already, as I say, we've already recorded next week's episode. I didn't mention anything about 11 years, but 11 years and 500 episodes
Yeah.
plus God knows how many episodes of the Dead Man's Digest and Rush of Fear and all the rest of it. It's just
Yeah.
been a crazy ride. And, you know, everyone who's been part of it, from me and you, and then Hunter joins us,
Yeah.
and then Darren and Chris and Michelle, who's off.
Yeah.
Everyone who's written on
you guys really need to pat yourself on the back because that is a huge accomplishment.
it has been.
It's just dawned on me really how big it is. Because we're quite humble about
All
it,
the work,
aren't we?
a lot of work.
It is a lot of
That's
work.
Lee. That's all Lee. I'll
Yeah.
hold
No,
my hands
Lee
up.
puts in a lot.
He
but
really
even
does. I just
even
put up
showing
with him.
up, Tracy, and
Yeah,
you got to sit
everyone.
next to him. So I think
Yeah.
that's even more work.
No, but it's true. Michelle's like Michelle said to me before, it's your podcast, you should. And I'm like, no, because people don't just listen to me. Yes, I do all the work in the background. But at the end of the day, the podcast is the four of us. And that's what people listen to.
I just
they
bring
don't
the
care.
snark.
The people in the background, the people listening, don't give a of the crap that's going on behind the scenes. This is what they care about. And we are all a part of what it is.
Yes. We are.
And Seth and all the Producers Club members that have been on and all the multitude of guests we've had over 11 years. It's just been...
so many good memories.
Yeah. And for me, like I've said, I've just tried to create a podcast about Universal Orlando that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
So if you don't, tough.
No, we're discussing where we were the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, because I've had a bit of an attack of...
what's our purpose?
Like a crisis of it at the moment. Of like, what purpose do we serve in the grants? Because we're not breaking news. We're not at the parks all the time.
But
we're
like
not vlogging.
I said,
and
we're here to entertain, to share the love, and hear other people's stories, their love of the parks. And for me, one of my primary reasons is, as a person that isn't rolling in a lot of money, I want to help other people get more for the money. Make that dollar go further. And I think that a lot of people do appreciate that.
The thing I hear the most of why people like to listen is because of our passion for the parks.
Oh, God,
and because we're not radio people, we're not corporate, we're talking about these things because we love them, because it comes from the heart.
We're just fans.
Yeah, basically.
It's the only reason we started it.
Who find ourselves in a very privileged position at this point, to be fair.
We didn't start this to be rich, to be famous, which is a good job, really. We literally we started this.
That's it. Just for the fame and glory.
Yeah, we started this for ourselves. At the end of the day,
I started it for myself and dragged you along.
You
for the
did.
Ride.
You did. That was Wow.
I did it just for the T-shirt, to be honest.
Oh shit! We still need to send him a T-shirt.
Still waiting for it, but at some point.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you, everyone. It's been a ride,
and it will continue to be a ride. That sounded like a closing statement.
It might be yet.
No.
Thank you for joining us on this last episode of UUOP.
Well, it's not the last episode because we've already recorded next week, so there might be another one. Can't be bothered to edit it.
That you have to find on our OnlyFans.
We'll explain later, Lee.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Lee, we're going to explain it to Lee later.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't believe I'm explaining that to you. Okay, then we will wrap up with a Universal is, as we always do. This one comes from Daniel Livingstone. But of course, if you'd like to get involved, just let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less. Send them to podcast@uuopodcast.com. However you want to get them to us. Just Messenger if that's all you've got. Instagram. Just find us and send us it. But for now, Daniel says Universal is everything. See you next week.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your questions, comments, and listener debate submissions to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and use our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6. Call off the Marines. We're coming home.